Good morning, students. So let us begin with numericals of chapter nuclei. Okay, as in the last previous video, we have discussed the last topic of this nuclei. There we have discussed the law of radioactive decay, what is mean life, what is half life, what is activity. Okay. So all this we have discussed in the last previous video. Now the first numerical of this chapter. Here the question is that the two stable isotopes of lithium having a mass number 6 and atomic number 3 and a mass number 7 and atomic number 3 have respective abundances of 7.5% and 92.5%. These isotopes have masses 6.01512 atomic mass unit and 7.01600 atomic mass unit respectively. Find the atomic weight of the lithium. So here we have to find out the atomic weight of the lithium. So let us solve the first question here. So atomic weight, it's a very simple. Atomic weight of lithium is equal to weighted average of lithium. Now he has given the masses of both the two isotopes, that is 6.01512 atomic mass unit is having a mass of lithium 63 and 7.01600 is the mass of the lithium 73. Okay, these are the two isotopes. So he has given the masses and also he has given the abundances of both the isotopes. One is 7.5% and the other is 92.5%. Okay. Now just we'll solve this. We'll find out the atomic weight of the lithium. So weighted average of the lithium here. So here mass is how much for the first isotope? It is 6.01512 into its abundance is how much? 7.5. Okay. So into 7.5 plus the second isotope mass is how much? 7.01600 into its abundance is how much? 92.5%. So we multiply by 92.5 whole divided by sum of the abundance of both the isotopes is how much? 7.5 plus 92.5 is how much? It is 100. So we will add here 7.5 plus 92.5. So if you multiply, how much you will be getting here? So before that 6.01512 into 7.5 plus 7.01600 into 92.5 whole divided by 100. So 6.01512 into 7.5 is how much? How much you got this if you multiply this one? 6.01512 into 7.5. See how much you are getting? 45.1134 plus 7.01600 into 92.5. 648.98 divided by 100. So if you add, how much you will be getting? 45.1134 plus 648.98 98. 694.09334 whole divided by 100. Okay, so it becomes 6.94. If we divide by 100, it becomes 6.94. So this is the atomic weight of the lithium. Okay, so in this way we have calculated the atomic weight of the lithium. Okay, here he has given two stable isotopes. So we find how the average is being calculated. Same here also we have calculated the atomic weight of the lithium is equal to weighted average of the lithium of the two isotopes. So दोनों isotopes का यहाँ पे उन्होंने masses दिया है और उनका abundance value भी दिया है. Okay, so multiply this 7.5 to the 6.01512 will get the total weight of this lithium first isotope and also second isotope 92.5 into 7.01600 and it will be divided by 7.5 plus 92.5 becomes 100. So if we divide it, we will be getting 6.94 is the atomic weight of the lithium. Now we will proceed to the next question. That is, boron has two stable isotope. That is one B10.5 and other one is boron 11.5. Boron 10.5 and boron 11.5. Where 10 is the mass number and 5 is the atomic number. Atomic number are same, but the only thing is mass number are different. So their respective masses are 10.01294 atomic mass unit and 11.00931 atomic mass unit, and the atomic weight of boron is 10.811 atomic mass unit. Find the abundances of the boron 10.5 and boron 11.5. So this is just the reverse of the first question. In the first question, he has given the abundance value here. Okay, abundances of both the isotopes. So in the second question, he is telling to find out the abundances of both the isotopes, of the two isotopes. So we use the same formula here. So to find out the abundances of the both boron, the abundances of the two isotopes, that is boron 10.5 and boron 11.5. So just I will do some small changes in this formula. So here you have to find out the what the abundances of the both the isotopes. Okay. So just I will erase here. So same formula we are using here. Atomic weight of boron. Okay. And weighted average of boron. Okay. I will just erase this one. Remaining on. Erase here. So before that, we'll get to know. So let us consider that here the relative abundance of boron 10.5 is X%. As in the previous question, he has given the respective abundances of the both isotopes lithium 6.3 and lithium 7.3. So here he has given the 7.5. So let us here we are considering that boron 10.5 is having X%. Okay. So we will find out this X later. Okay. Now the similarly relative abundance of boron 11.5 will be how much? If we add the both abundance, we should get 100. Okay. So then 100 minus X. If I subtract this X in 100, then I will be getting the abundance of the second isotope of the boron 11.5. Okay. Now let us use this formula, same formula here. So here boron weight of, so atomic weight of boron is how much here? The atomic weight of boron is 10.811. So I write here 10.811 is equal to weighted average of boron. So weighted average of boron is, as he has given the individual masses of both the isotopes, one is 10.01294 into x. Okay, there I have taken 7.5. Now I am taking here as x plus 11.00931 into remaining here it is 92.5. Now what I have taken here? 100 minus x. So I will take here 100 minus x whole divided by how much? It will be 100 only. Okay. If I add both the resistors, I will be getting 100. Okay. So 10.811 is equal to 10.01294 into x plus, if you multiply, how much you will be getting? 11.00931 into 100. What? 1100.931 minus 11.00931x divided by 100. So which is equal to minus 11.00931 minus 10.01294. How much you will be getting? We are subtracting 11.00931 minus 10.01294. How much you are getting?
Minus 0.996.
1100.931 minus how much? If we subtract 11.00931 minus 10.01294, 0.99637x divided by 100. So here it is 10.81. Okay. Now if you multiply this one here, you will be getting 10. Okay. If I multiply this one, you will be getting 1081.0 equal to 1100.931 minus of 0.99367x. Okay. So if I take to the LHS side here, 0.99637x equal to 1100.931 minus of 1081.0. How much is getting? X equal to 90.931 divided by 0.99637. How much you are getting? 19.931 divided by 0.99637. See, if you divide it, how much you will be getting? 20.00361%. Okay. So now this is what we got the x value. Now if I subtract from this one x, how much are we getting? So let us check once again. Here this divided by 100, 10.01294 into x plus 11.00931 into 100 minus x. So 10.01294 x plus 11.931 minus of, sorry, 1100.931 minus 11.00931 x divided by 100. So remaining, so therefore this is the relative abundance of the boron 10 5. For boron 11 5, it will be 100 minus this x. How much will be getting? 100 minus 20.00361. 100 minus 79.9%. Okay, so this will be the relative abundance of the boron 11 5. Okay, once again check the calculation, right? So we proceed to the next question now. So next we will proceed to the second question. So the question is that obtain the amount of atoms in cobalt 6027 necessary to provide a radiative source of 8.0 millicurie strength. Half-life of cobalt 6027 is 5.3 years. Okay. So here we have to find out the amount of atoms. Amount of atoms is mass of the cobalt 6027 that you have to find out. Okay. So first we will write the given data here. So here he has given the activity rate also has given. Okay. 8.0 millicurie is the activity rate of disintegration. Okay, it is a rate of disintegration value. Okay, is how much? 8.0 millicurie. So first we write here given data. तो यहाँ पे जो कोबाल्ट 6027 है, ये जो अपना डिसइंटीग्रेशन रेट कितना बता रहा है यहाँ पे? 8.0 millicurie. That is also called as activity. Okay, and half life is how much? 5.3 years. Okay, so now let us write first given data. Activity means A, it is denoted by A. Now 8.0 millicurie, that is 8.0 into 10 to the power of minus 3, right? Now we know that 1 curie is equal to how much? 3.7 into 10 to the power of 10 disintegration per second. Okay. Now if you multiply this one, 3.7 into 10 to the power of 10. So 8.0 into 3.7 into 10 to the power of 10 minus 3, 7. Okay, so that is the disintegration per second, right? So this is A value. So if you multiply, how much you will be getting? 3.7 into 8. How much you are getting? 3.7 into 8. 29.6 into 10 to the power of 7 disintegration per second. So this is A value. Now half life is T, capital T. Half life of cobalt 6027 is 5.3 years. So I am writing 5.3 years here. Okay. So 5.3, that means 1 year, it is to be considered as that 1 year is equal to, or you can simply write directly here, 5.3. In 1 year how many days? 365 days. 365 in 1 hour how many minutes? 60 minutes. In 1 minute how many seconds? 60 seconds. So multiply this one. So directly I am writing the answer, that is 1.67 into 10 to the power of 8 second is the total time, that is half life period. Okay, 1.67 into 10 to the power of 8 second is the half life period. Okay, now we got to know the activity value and the half life also. Now let us find the amount of atoms, that is mass of the cobalt 6027. Okay, before that, first of all we find the number of atoms. If we know the number of atoms, then we can find out the mass of the cobalt 6027. So we know that activity is equal to lambda into m. Okay, so now activity is equal to, as also we know that half life is given by t is equal to 0.693 divided by lambda, or lambda can be written as 0.693 divided by half life. Okay, so here I am writing 0.693 divided by half life. It is how much? 1.67 into 10 to the power of 8 into n. And here activity rate is how much? 29.6 into 10 to the power of 7. So n is equal to 29.6 into 10 to the power of 7 into 1.67 into 10 to the power of 8, 4 divided by 0.693. See how much you are getting? N is equal to here 7 plus 8, it is 15. Okay, n is equal to 29.6 into 1.67 is how much? 29.6 into 1.67. So multiply, how much you are getting? Into 10 to the power of 15, 4 divided by 0.693. How much you got after multiplying? 29.6 into 49.432. 49.432 divided by 0.693. 71.330 into 10 to the power of 15 gram. Okay, now this we got the n value here. So now what we'll do here, let us find the mass of the atom, that is amount of atoms. I am writing here, amount of atoms in cobalt 6027 is equal to, mass number is how much? 60 into how much gram it is? 71.330 into 10 to the power of 15, 4 divided by, that is Avogadro number, 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. Now 60 into 71.330, 60 into 71.330, 42, 79.8 into 10 to the power of 15 minus 23 divided by 6.023. 42, 79.8 divided by 6.023. 710.57 into 10 to the power of 23 minus 15. 710.57 into 10 to the power of 23 minus 15. You will be getting minus 8 you will be getting. Okay, so this is the mass of the cobalt 6027. Okay, so we will check this answer now. So this is what 710.57 into 10 to the power of minus 8 gram, or also you can write this as 7.10 into 10 to the power of minus 6 also we can write. Okay, so this is the today's class we have discussed. In the next class we will discuss some few more problems related to the nuclei. Okay, so thank you dear students.